Have you ever laid in bed at night, stared at your ceiling, and realized you have absolutely no idea how you feel about the day you just had? Like on paper, maybe you didn't do anything wrong, but for some reason you just feel completely empty. Or maybe it's the exact opposite. You spent the whole day chilling, playing video games, and laughing with your boys. You feel fine for a few hours, but now that the room is quiet, you feel this weird, heavy guilt creeping in because you didn't move your life forward. It makes you stop and wonder, what actually makes a good day? Is it a day where you had the most fun? Or is it a day where you worked until you physically couldn't? It's funny because people casually say, have a good day to each other all the time without a second thought. But nobody ever breaks down what a good day actually is. And honestly, a lot of us are completely miserable because we're chasing a version of a good day that doesn't even make sense. We have this vague idea of perfection in our heads, and because we don't know what we're actually aiming for, we end up feeling like we failed by the time we go to sleep. If you want to build a life that actually feels fulfilling, we have to tear down our old assumptions and figure out what a perfect 24 hours actually looks like. The most common, basic way people define a good day is simple. A good day is a day where you felt good. On paper, that makes perfect sense. If you felt happy, the day was a success. But when you look at human psychology, this definition falls apart immediately because we've completely confused feeling good with cheap comfort. Think about the things that give you instant pleasure. You're chilling on your couch, you down an entire bar of chocolate, or you order a massive meal of fast food. In that exact moment, while you're eating it, your brain lights up. You feel incredible. But did eating that junk food actually make your day good? If you're trying to take care of your body or hit a fitness goal, cheating on your diet like that actually makes your day worse. The instant gratification fades, and it's immediately replaced by guilt and regret. It's the same exact story with media. You could sit in your bedroom and watch a really good show or play a video game for 10 hours straight. You felt good during those 10 hours because your brain was being flocked by easy dopamine. But when the sun goes down, you turn off the screens and you look around your dark room, how do you actually feel? You realize you didn't accomplish a single thing, you didn't move your life forward, you didn't help anyone, and you didn't grow. That initial good feeling transforms into a deep, heavy sense of emptiness. So we can't say a good day is just defined by immediate comfort. True fulfillment is never found in the path of least resistance. If a good day isn't about comfort, then maybe it's about the exact opposite. Maybe a good day is defined by doing things that are hard. Let's look at a different scenario. Your alarm goes off early in the morning, it's cold outside, your bed is incredibly warm, and every single molecule of your body is screaming at you to stay in bed. But instead, you force yourself to get out of bed, lace up your shoes, and go for a run. While you're on that run, you're gonna feel absolutely terrible. Your lungs are burning, your legs are heavy, and you're actively hating the experience while it's happening. There is no instant pleasure there. But the second you cross your finish line and you walk back to your house, something amazing happens. You get a massive wave of accomplishment. For the rest of the day, you carry this underlying confidence because you know that before most people even woke up, you conquered your own laziness. Doing difficult things, whether it's hitting a brutal workout, studying for a tough exam, or locking in on a creative project, is the foundation of self-respect. However, we can't let the pendulum swing too far on the other side either. If you spend your entire 24 hours doing nothing but grueling physical labor, staring at a spreadsheet, and punishing yourself without a single moment of peace, that isn't a good day either. That's just a fast track to absolute burnout. This brings me to the massive dilemma that I created for myself just a few months ago, and it's something that almost nobody talks about. As some of you guys might know, I'm completely obsessed by building my own brands, working on this YouTube channel and moving my life forward. A few months back, I found myself getting completely caught up in the hustle culture mentality. I started tracking my time, and I was working roughly 9 hours a day top my normal responsibilities. I was editing, scripting, brainstorming, and managing multiple things. In my head, I told myself, this is amazing, I'm working 9 hours a day, which means every single day is wildly productive. A perfect day. But without realizing it, I created a toxic psychological trap. Because my baseline became 9 hours of pure output, I accidentally raised the bar of what qualified as a good day to an impossible level. If a day came along and I was tired or I had a family obligation and I only managed to work 7 hours, I would look at myself in the mirror that night and feel like an absolute failure. I'd tell myself, you wasted today, you only did 7 hours, you're losing your edge. Think about how insane that is. Working 7 hours a day as a teenager is still massive progress, but since I had tied my happiness entirely to hyperproductivity, nothing was ever enough. The bar kept rising, my days started to feel completely numb, and even though I was accomplishing a lot of my goals, I wasn't feeling a single ounce of happiness from them. When you turn your life into a non-stop mechanical grind, you lose the exact thing that you're working for in the first place. You destroy your own peace of mind. So what's the actual solution? If cheap comfort leaves you feeling empty and hyperproductivity leaves you feeling burnt out, then what is a good day? The answer is balance. A genuinely good day is a day that strikes a perfect harmony between moving your life forward and actually experiencing the life you're building. In my eyes, a good day consists of a few specific pillars. Firstly, you have to get stuff done. You don't have to work for 9 hours, but you keep the promises you made to yourself. If you said you were going to study, you study. If you said you were going to work on your business, you give it an hour or two of uninterrupted focus. You hit your baseline disciplines. Secondly, you have to fuel your body correctly. You hit the gym or go for a walk. But it doesn't have to be a miserable, punishing experience. You eat a clean, healthy, high-quality meal that tastes good, but also makes you feel vibrant and energized. And finally, you disconnect. Once the work is completed, you step away from the grind without feeling a drop of guilt. You go outside, get some fresh air, look at the sky. You spend a genuine, uninterrupted time laughing with your friends, talking to your family, or hanging out with your people. A perfect day is chill. It's a day where you lay your head down at night and think, I made progress today. But I also remembered what it feels like to be a human being. It's like the ultimate combination of alignment, discipline, and peace. But let's be entirely real before we end this video. Not every single day is going to be a good day. No matter how perfect your routine is, no matter how disciplined you are, bad days are completely inevitable. There will be days where you wake up exhausted, days where you get terrible news, days where your project fails, or days where everything that could go wrong goes completely wrong. You're gonna have days that make you feel like shit. But a massive part of growing up and becoming a mature person is realizing that even in the worst days of your life, there is always a small piece of good to be found. A bad day doesn't mean a completely ruined day unless you allow your mindset to completely forfeit it. If you're having an awful day, it's never too late to pause, take a deep breath, and look at one silver lining. Maybe it's a quick text you got from a friend checking in on you. And maybe it's the fact that you still managed to show up to the gym even though you didn't want to go. Maybe it's just getting to sit down at the very end of the night in your quiet room and realizing you survived the storm. Sometimes the act of finding that one small, positive thing in the middle of total chaos is enough to completely salvage the day. The willingness to look for the light when you're surrounded by darkness. That choice alone can turn a terrible day into a meaningful one. A good one. Stop aiming for a flawless, robotic life. Define your baseline, protect your peace, find the balance, and look for good in every single 24 hours you are given. I'll see you in the next one.